So the color page allows us to create groups in order for us to apply grades to a bunch of clips at once instead of doing them all individually. This is great for scenarios where you have a bunch of different clips from the exact same environment where you know that you can grade all of those clips in a similar way. So in situations like that, creating groups can be a big time saver and just make things a little bit easier for you. So let's jump into DaVinci. I'll show you guys exactly how I do it. So as you guys know, within this project, there are a bunch of different environments that I shot in. There's a longboard environment, there's the dirt bike environment, there's the grassy acro environment, and then we got the underwater environments. There's a bunch of different environments here. And what I could do to make my life a bit easier is maybe group a bunch of these together. So for example, the dirt bike clips, what I can do is select all of them by holding Command. Just go through here. And honestly, I could probably select some of these surf clips as well, especially if I'm just trying to throw a LUT over top of a lot of these. They are in similar environments, and I know that they will look good all together. So I can go here. This is a similar kind of environment as well, above water here. Dirt biking shot. And these surfing ones, this Jeep one here too. And now with all of those clips selected, what I can do is right click, go up here to add into a new group, and I can give this group a name. So I'll call this one dirt biking and surf. Click enter. And now we can see we have this little link icon in the bottom right of each one of our clips within that group. And this just tells us now that we are able to make changes to all of these clips at once. Now, after we've made a group, our node graph area changes a little bit. I'm just gonna close the media pool here to free up some real estate. If we look up here at the top of our node graph, we can see we have 4 dots instead of 2. And that's because we now have group pre-clip and group post-clip after our clip adjustments right here. We got group pre-clip, we have clip, we have group post-clip, and we have timeline. So what do you think that the new group pre-clip and group post-clip node graphs do? Well, they do exactly what it sounds like they do. So each one of these clips within our group here has these 4 options. So the clip level here, the clip node graph, is still going to let us make individual adjustments to each one of our clips within our group here at the clip level. And the adjustments that we make here on any one of these clips, they're not going to be transferred over to the other clips. They're going to stay within this individual clip. Now, the changes that we make in group pre-clip and group post-clip will be reflected on all the other clips within our group. Now, the reason we have group pre-clip and group post-clip is because we know that the order of our nodes within our node graphs here make a difference, right? If we have a contrast node first, then a saturation node after, it's going to look a certain way. And if we switch those nodes, it's going to look completely different. So the order of our nodes makes a difference, and it affects how our image looks. So that's why we have group pre-clip and group post-clip. These are here for us to make changes before the clip level adjustments on each one of these clips and after the clip level adjustments on each one of these clips. So if I wanted to add a LUT, where would I typically do that? Typically that would be done like after your primaries and stuff like that. So group post clip would be a good place to do that. So let's go over to the LUTs here. Let's go over to like LUT bundle, and let's just try to find something that looks okay. A lot of these are gonna be crushed, but like this jungle one here looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. And this is group post clip. So if I go to any of these other clips now, we can see that that same grade has been applied. Command D, turn it on and off. It's pretty minimal, pretty faint, but it still looks good. And within this node graph, we are able to make any other changes that we want. So I can Option S, also add some curves maybe if I want to. And because I'm working on group post clip, the changes I'm making in this node graph, doesn't matter what clip I have selected, will be reflected on all the other clips that are in the same group. If I want to make changes to just this clip over here, I'll go over to the clip level and I can make changes over here. So in this case, maybe I'd want to make it a bit warmer, maybe add some tint. So this would be my primaries, right? And I can go through all of these clips, kind of skim through, see if that LUT looks good. And if it doesn't, then I can just go to the clip level here in the node graph and make any changes that I want on a clip level. In this case, this looks pretty good. Maybe in this clip, I want to desaturate the blues here just because I'm feeling experimental today. So maybe I want to desaturate them. And yeah, so if you want to make any clip level changes on any one of these clips, you still can. But if you want to make a change that affects all of the clips within a group, you could do that on the group pre or group post clip. And of course, we have timeline here at the end. If there's anything that you want to throw on top of everything, usually that's something like film grain or maybe a bit of like an open effect like halation or something. You can apply that to everything at the very end. And if you ever want to remove one of your clips from a group, what you can do is right click on it, go up here to remove from group, and you can see that that little link icon is now gone. If you ever want to add a clip back in, we can right click, select add into current group, because that's the group that's currently selected, and it will add it into that group and apply whatever is in pre and post group. And if we ever want to just delete an entire group, we can go up here, select groups, dirt biking and surf, and then just select delete, and it will delete that group completely and take off any of the group pre-clip and group post-clip adjustments that we made. But that's pretty much group clips. Very powerful tool. Definitely add this to your toolkit because it'll come in handy, especially on bigger projects. And when you're working with a client that you know is going to want revisions later on, you can kind of generalize groups of clips in this way so that you can make general changes to larger groups of clips immediately, and you don't have to go in clip by clip, make changes to every single individual clip. But that's it for this video. Hope you learned something new. Catch you in the next one.